Hi everyone, welcome back to Arpita Sharma classes. This is Essay Bana Easy Batch 1 and today is day 5. Now today we are going to study two important themes. First theme that we are going to study today is religion. There are so many essays that have been asked in the previous year essay question papers based on religion, and this topic basically hits closer to the nerves. This topic becomes controversial also. This theme becomes, static also. It is philosophical also. It has all the elements. चाहे वो करंट अफेयर्स हो, चाहे स्टैटिक हो, फिलोसफिकल एलिमेंट हो, एथिकल एलिमेंट हो या सुपरस्टिशियस एलिमेंट हो, सारा कुछ इसमें मिला हुआ है. So we have to deal with this topic very seriously. Okay, religion. Theme is religion. We are going to discuss two themes today. The first one is religion. Now what is religion? Religion is the science of relation between man and soul. It is said that when you are connected to your soul, that is spirituality. When you are already connected to your soul, that is spirituality. But the process through which the man and the souls get connected, that is religion. भाई जब आप ऑलरेडी अपने सोल से कनेक्टेड हो, वो तो स्पिरिचुअलिटी हो गई. ठीक है, थ्रू मेडिटेशन यू आर कनेक्टेड टू योर सोल, थ्रू ध्याना, थ्रू जपा, यू आर कनेक्टेड टू योर सोल. दैट इज स्पिरिचुअलिटी कि भाई आपको आपके सोल का ज्ञान है, आप अपने सोल से कनेक्टेड हो. बट जब इंसान को सोल से कनेक्ट करवाने की प्रोसेस की जाती है, यानी कि जब इंसान को सोल से कनेक्ट करने के लिए जो जो स्टेप्स पूरे करने पड़ते हैं, जो जो प्रोसेस पूरा करना पड़ता है, वो रिलीजन बन जाता है. सो द साइंस ऑफ रिलेशन बिटवीन मैन एंड सोल, इंसान और आत्मा, वो ह्यूमन और उसकी आत्मा के बीच का जो रिलेशन है, उसके पीछे की जो साइंस है वो रिलीजन है. ओके, सो मोरालिटी एंड एथिक्स दे हैव देयर फाउंडेशन इन रिलीजन. But now, because of the lesser knowledge of the term called religion, it is being converted into superstition. Religion एक science है, but इसकी समझ कुछ लोगों को है, कम लोगों को है, इसीलिए आजकल religion superstition में ज्यादा convert होता जा रहा है. अगर आप इसकी सही समझ या सही नॉलेज रखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा ये भी अपने आप में एक साइंस है, जो इंसान को उसकी खुद की आत्मा से जोड़ने के लिए तैयार किया गया है. If you understand it very deeply, you will understand that religion is way above than superstition. It is not superstition. Religion is a science which helps you to establish a relation with your own self, with your own soul. And we know that religion has been a part of our land, of our nation since the ancient times. It has played an important part in the lives of the Indians from the ancient times. The ideas, the religious thoughts, the religious practices, they also have been present in India since the ancient time. And the very wonderful thing about religion is that it differs from people to people. Okay, so the religious ideas, the thoughts, the practices, they have differed among groups. And the transformations and developments in religion, they have also taken place in various religious forms throughout the course of time. Whatever religion people used to follow in the ancient era, it is not the same in the modern era. It has developed, it has evolved. And in India, religion throughout the ages had assumed very different forms. It is related to different cultures, that is why it has different variety, different outlook and perspective. Now this topic religion is also a part of your GS paper 1, not just the essay paper, it is also part of paper 1. And if you have sociology as optional, then also this topic is really important. ये पेपर आपका ये जो टॉपिक है ये प्रीलिम्स के लिए भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो टुडे द थीम दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी it's not just from the perspective of the essay paper, it is from the perspective of paper 1, paper 4, sociology optional and prelims. So it's going to be really important. Make sure that you are making notes during the lecture. You have prepared your own separate essay ka register for taking down the notes. We are also going to discuss very famous quotes on religion from the Indian leaders, because when we talk about religion, यहाँ पर Indian spiritual leaders जो रहे हैं आपके 18th century के, उनके quotes काफी important हैं. When we talk about religion, we need to understand there are different kinds of religion. For example, when we go back to the ancient period, we have the pre-Vedic and Vedic religion. जब हम ancient period में जाते हैं हमारे पास आता है Vedic civilization से पहले का religion and Vedic civilization के दौरान का religion. So the religion during the Vedic civilization and before the Vedic civilization. And we have proofs also. We are not talking in air. Thin air में बात नहीं हो रही है, हवा में बात नहीं हो रही है. We have the archaeological findings, archaeological proofs that religion existed before the Vedic civilization also. Because at that time people used to worship the forces of nature. So here you can add कि pre-Vedic religion में and during the Vedic religion, Vedic civilization, people used to worship the forces of nature. Who are the forces of nature? We know them very well. क्या है हमारे forces of nature यहाँ पर? That is sun, सूर्य देव, then moon, चंद्र देव आ जाते हैं यहाँ पर, wind, वायु देव, ठीक है, then Indradev was the demigod who used to control rain and thunder, and for agriculture they were very important, rain and thunder. So that is why Indradev was worshipped. Do you remember the story when Lord Krishna, he picked up the Govardhan Parvat on his index finger, right, to protect the villagers from the wrath of Indradev, because they were not worshipping Indradev, they were worshipping Govardhan Parvat, right? So at that time also, that story also gives us a hint that during the Vedic civilization, people used to worship the god of rain and thunder. They used to worship nature, because through the help of nature, they used to get all the, crops and food grains, etc. Now, before Ram and Ravana battle happened during the period of Ramayana, the battle between Ram and Ravana, it happened. Before that, Shri Ram, he invoked the Lord of nature, which was the Lord of heat, which was sun. तो जो सूर्य देव थे उनकी अर्चना, उनकी पूजा की थी श्री राम ने बैटल शुरू होने से पहले. क्यों? क्योंकि उन्होंने सूर्य देव से ब्लेसिंग मांगी थी कि भाई इस बैटल में मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस मेरे अंदर बना रहे, स्ट्रेंथ मेरे अंदर बनी रहे, इसके लिए मैं आपकी अर्चना कर रहा हूँ. बिकॉज सन वॉज इक्विवेलेंट टू कॉन्फिडेंस, वाइब्रेंस, एटसेट्रा. ओके, सो द फोर्सेस ऑफ नेचर वर वर्शिप्ड before the Vedic civilization period also, and during the Vedic civilization also. Even in the Harappan civilization, you will find many artifacts which proves, archaeologists have said that these artifacts, they prove that people used to worship nature, they used to worship water also. Okay, and then we have the 4 Vedas, Vedic civilization. Why it is known as Vedic civilization? Because we saw the origination of 4 Vedas during this period. Now these 4 Vedas, these are, first one is Rig Veda, ठीक है, second one is यहाँ पर Sam Veda, then third one is Atharva Veda, fourth one is Yajur Veda. So these are the 4 Vedas also, which are a part of Vedic civilization. The nature of the religious beliefs and practices of the people, it is also it is also said that it comes from the Rig Veda. The ritualistic practices, the ritualistic procedures that people undertake in order to worship the demigods and gods, that comes from the Rig Veda. Many gods like Indra, Varuna, Agni, Surya, Rudra, how to worship them, we have the procedure listed in the Rig Veda. Then these sacrifices, ritualistic offering of food and drink to fire in honor the, to basically honor the gods, it all comes from the Yajur Veda. And then we have Samaveda and Yajur Veda. Basically, Samaveda and Yajur Veda, they elaborate the different aspects of sacrificial acts, ritualism, which is followed by the Brahmins. So all these Vedas, they talk about the ritualistic practices, how you can come closer to nature, how you can offer your gratitude to the nature. Then after the Vedic civilization ka period, we go forward to the next important movement which is associated with religion, that is the unorthodox religious movements. Now see, it is said that Vedic civilization, the rituals and the procedures that people used to follow, the Brahmanas, 4 kind of different castes were created. So the Brahmanas started dominating. The Brahmanas started becoming orthodox. And that is why we see the origination of unorthodox religious movements. For example, Jainism and Buddhism. These 2 movements, They are a part of unorthodox religious movements. So it includes Jainism and Buddhism. Both Buddhism and Jainism were atheistic creeds in the beginning. But it is said some of the viewpoints of the religion of Buddhism, they come from the Upanishads. जो आपके वैदिक सिविलाइजेशन में उपनिषद्स आए हैं, बने हैं, उनमें से कुछ लर्निंग्स और टीचिंग्स है जो बुद्धिज्म ने भी अडॉप्ट किए हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल द लॉ ऑफ कर्मा. ओके. Then the third important step in the evolution of religion was the theistic religions. This is the third one. Now, theistic religion में we'll see the origination of bhakti movement. यहाँ पर हम देखेंगे भक्ति मूवमेंट बाहर निकल कर आता है. The influence of pre-Vedic and post-Vedic folk elements was most conspicuous in the origin of theistic religions. The primary factor that motivated this religion was the bhakti movement. And because of bhakti movement, there were different sub-categories of religion that sprouted out. We had the Vaishnava movement, we had the Shaivism movement, we had the other minor religious movements like Shaktism, etc. So you know Vaishnavism basically is related to the worship of Lord Vishnu, and Vaishnava movement was very famous during the Gupta period. Gupta period जब था तब वैष्णव movement काफी peak पर था. ये पॉइंट आपको याद रखना है. एंड हियर वी सी द राइज ऑफ द सेंट्स कॉल्ड अलवर्स. दे वर पोएट्स आल्सो, दे वर सेंट्स आल्सो, अलवर्स. दे यूज्ड टू प्रीच लॉर्ड विष्णु. ओके. देन वी सॉ द शैविज्म मूवमेंट. द सेंट्स इन द शैविज्म मूवमेंट, दे वर नोन एज नयनर्स. इनको बोला जाता था नयनर्स. दे यूज्ड टू वर्शिप लॉर्ड शिवा. ओके. सो द शैवा मूवमेंट, इट फ्लरिश्ड इन द साउथ portion of India. Okay, and basically the main Tamil saints in the Shaivism movement were known as Nayanars, who used to worship Shiva. Then we saw the rise of many small minor religious movements wherein Shaktism sprouted out. Shaktism mein the worshippers, they used to worship Shakti, Ma Kali, Ma Parvati, goddess Durga. They used to worship the divine mother, the goddess of abundance and personified energy. Okay, that you have to remember. So these are the different, you can say, stages through which religion as a whole has evolved in India. But the main question is, why these small little movements, they came out from this one big whole called religion? Now all these systems of religious philosophy in India basically are a quest for truth. आप कोई भी religion follow कर लो भारत में या कहीं भी किसी भी देश में, बेसिकली आप उस रिलीजन के थ्रू क्या पाना चाह रहे हो? सच्चाई को. Whatever religion you are following, whether you are not following any religion, it does not matter that you have to follow the religions only. Even if you are not following any religion, the ultimate goal for all the human beings on this planet is the quest for truth. We all want to know the reason why we are here, how we are here, what is out there in the universe, what is out there in the cosmos, etc. That is why we become very anxious, very curious, very inquisitive when it comes to topics like universe, soul, etc. Because we all are running after truth. And truth is same. Truth, आपका सच्चाई एक ही है. Truth can be one. There cannot be multiple truths. There is only one truth, and we are on a quest for finding that one truth, and that is why we take the help of religion. इसीलिए हम religion, धर्म की मदद लेते हैं कि हमें पता चले. धर्म basically आपको सबसे पहले ये बताता है कि आप कौन हो. जब आपको अपने ज्ञान हो जाता है तब आप फर्दर ज्ञान की तलाश में आगे बढ़ते हो. So religion first lets you know who are you. What is this soul that is making up your body, that your body is filled with, that is keeping you alive. When a person is dead, that person, basically starts stinking. But you are not stinking. What is it that is keeping you alive? That is keeping your meat fresh. आपके शरीर का जो मांस है, जो मीट है, जो मसल्स है, उनको फ्रेश कौन रख रहा है? क्यों ऐसा होता है कि कोई इंसान मर गया तो वो एकदम उसमें से स्मेल आने लगती है, उसकी बॉडी को ज्यादा देर आप अपने पास नहीं रख सकते. ऐसा क्या है उसके अंदर जो चला गया? What is it residing inside the human body that just goes away one day? So we are on a quest to look out for that truth. Okay, truth is same. The modes of approach towards this truth can be different. सच तो एक ही है, but आप किस रास्ते के थ्रू सच तक पहुंचते हो वो different है. And that is why there are different religions in the world. Okay, point clear? Now another way to look at religion is the logical way. Religion basically, you can say, it involves values that you commit to yourself. That also can be religion. रिलीजन वो हर चीज है जिसको आप अपने लाइफ का एक बहुत ही नॉन डिटैचेबल पार्ट बना लेते हो. दैट इज रिलीजन. तो what are the values that you have decided to commit to yourself your entire life? That also becomes your religion. Speaking the truth also becomes a part of your religion, because I told you in the beginning of this lecture, the morality and ethics are a part of religion. तो आपके सच बोलने की जो सच आप हैबिट है वो भी एक धर्म बन जाती है, आपका रिलीजन बन जाती है. Basically, religion is a set of beliefs regarding the nature and purpose of the universe. Gradually, they became organized systems of beliefs which started binding people into one close-knit society. Even Max Muller, in his book, a very famous book called Science of Religion, he defined religion very specifically. According to Max Muller, religion basically is a mental faculty, or you can say mental exercise or mental disposition, which enables humans to apprehend the infinite, that is the cosmos, the universe. भाई ऐसा क्या है जो कभी खत्म नहीं होता, जो पता नहीं कब जन्मा है, जो कभी मर नहीं सकता? उस चीज को एप्रीहेंड करने के लिए, समझने के लिए जो मेंटल फैकल्टी की जरूरत है, वो रिलीजन ही है. Now there was another very important writer called William James. He also defined religion. He used to say that religion basically involves feelings, acts and experiences. So you have to note these terms down: feelings, acts and experiences of individual men, not a group of people. Individual men, आपके खुद के experience, आपके खुद के कृत्य यानी कि acts और आपकी भावनाएं. In their solitude, this word has been highlighted. जब आप एकांत में जाते हो, only then you can know yourself. In a group of people chirping around here and there, you cannot know yourself. So if you are comparing yourself in a group of people, then you are doing it all wrong. You have to know yourself only in solitude, not amongst people. So when the feelings, acts and experiences of individual men in their solitude, so far as they apprehend themselves, they understand themselves, question themselves to stand in relation to whatever they may consider the divine, that is religion. Point clear हो रहा है? तो ये है आपका रिलीजन. जब आप अपने एक्सपीरियंस के बेस पे, अपने एक्ट्स के बेस पे, अपनी भावनाओं के बेस पर एकांत में जाके अपने आप को समझने की कोशिश करते हो इन कंपैरिजन विद दैट डिवाइन, तो दैट बिकम्स रिलीजन. It is a process slowly when you get merged with the divine or the cosmos जिसके आप part हो. Now there are different characteristics of religion also. For example, first, when you follow certain religion, you have an object of faith in the religious sense. Either it can be an idol that you worship, a photo that you worship, or a spiritual book that you worship and read and study daily and contemplate upon. So in religion, you have an object of faith, because your faith binds you to that religion. Then in religion you have this thinking that whatever supreme entity that you are worshipping, it is all pervasive, it is present everywhere. So religion includes all the aspects of a human being. It means an all pervasive attitude for the deity that you are worshipping. Then basically religion is a matter of your total self involvement. When you are fully committed to your faith, object of faith, that is religion. Because faith without action is like a tree without fruits. You are saying that you have faith, but you are not looking at that book on which you have faith. You are not worshipping that idol on which you have whole faith. That means you are not connected with your faith. फेथ की कनेक्शन के लिए आपको एक ऑब्जेक्ट चाहिए होता है, और अगर फेथ में कर्म नहीं है तो आप इट इज इक्विवेलेंट टू एक पेड़ जिसमें फ्रूट्स ही नहीं लगते हैं. ओके, दैट इज अ वेरी डीप सेइंग. Faith without action. You are saying you have faith in the stories of Bhagavad Gita, in the teaching of Bhagavad Gita, but you are not applying even one single teaching in your life. That means that is useless. Your faith is useless if you are not applying it in your life. आप कहते हो भगवद गीता पे आपको पूरी आस्था है, faith is आस्था, पर आप उसकी टीचिंग का एक पॉइंट भी अपने लाइफ में नहीं यूज करते हो. आप गुस्सा होते हो, जेलस होते हो, लस्ट है, ग्रीड है, एंगर है, ठीक है, सब कुछ है आपके अंदर. आप भगवत गीता को बोलते हो, उसमें आपकी आस्था है, बट उसका एक एस्पेक्ट आप अपनी लाइफ में यूज नहीं कर रहे. तो दैट इज कि आपका फेथ सिर्फ सुपरफिशियल है. सो फेथ के लिए एक्शन जरूरी है, कर्म जरूरी है. ठीक है, if you are accepting somebody, if you are worshipping somebody, you have to inculcate the characteristics and attributes of that idol or of that object in your own life also. Okay, total involvement is religion. Total involvement ही religion है. So religion acts as a source of inspiration and encouragement in life to many people. Okay, so the first essay for today is true religion cannot be misused. जो सच्चा धर्म है उसका कभी भी कोई गलत इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकता. And it is only when you understand the true meaning of religion you cannot misuse it. जब आपको रिलीजन का सही अर्थ पता है तो आप उसका कभी गलत इस्तेमाल कर ही नहीं सकते हो. ओके, नाउ देयर इज अ वेरी फेमस कोटेशन बाय राधानाथ स्वामी. वन मे यूज अ नाइफ टू किल समवन but a surgeon will use the same knife to save a person's life. So here the knife is same. It depends on how you use it. Religion is same, but it depends how you use it. Now another very famous quote by George Bernard Shaw is, no man ever believes that the Bible means what it says. He is always convinced that it says what he means. Basically he is saying that everybody interprets Bible or any spiritual book as, you know, from the perspective of his or her own thought process. Okay, so जो बाइबल में लिखा है वो नहीं समझेंगे, जो हमारी समझ हमें बताती है ना, हम वही समझेंगे और बाइबल की मीनिंग को भी वैसे ही इंटरप्रेट करेंगे. We interpret things only based on our own experience and understanding and belief system. We don't, you know, read these spiritual books or, you know, holy books with an open mindset. We read it from our own perspective, our own thought process, and that is why sometimes religion also gets distorted. Then another very famous quote by Albert Einstein, science without religion is lame, it's stupid, but religion without science is blind. बिना साइंस के रिलीजन को फॉलो करोगे तो वो अंधा धर्म है. साइंस रिलीजन के बिना फॉलो करोगे तो वो भी स्टूपिड है. बोथ आर द अमैलगमेशन ऑफ वन अनदर. B.R. Ambedkar, for him the religion was liberty, equality, fraternity. He used to say, I like the religion that teaches liberty, equality and fraternity. I told you in the beginning of this lecture that the definition of religion for every person is different. Okay, so this is the first essay that you have to try. True religion cannot be misused. Now this is the philosophical aspect of this particular essay. Now the second essay that we are going to try is based on the आर्ट एंड कल्चर, फ्रॉम द पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ आर्ट एंड कल्चर. तो आपका सेकंड थीम जो हमने डिस्कस किया था वो क्या था? द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ रिलीजन. दैट वाज द सेकंड थीम दैट वी डिस्कस्ड. ओके, सो दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर जीएस पेपर 1 एंड प्रीलिम्स. जो हमने सेकंड थीम डिस्कस किया था दैट वाज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर पेपर 1 एंड प्रीलिम्स. सो लेट्स लुक एट द एसे बेस्ड ऑन द थीम 2 ऑफ रिलीजन, दैट इज कल्चर. Now the next important essay is diversity of religion is both India's strength and weakness. India में there are so many different religions, right? That is both our strength also and weakness also. Now how will you explain it? First you will explain about Indian values. Indian civilization has different values. What are the values? The values are tolerance, cosmopolitanism and multiculturalism. What is tolerance? Tolerance is your ability to tolerate existence of opinions and behavior that you disagree with. कोई भी ऐसा ओपिनियन है, कोई भी ऐसा बिहेवियर जिससे आप अग्री नहीं कर रहे हो बट आप फिर भी उसकी रिस्पेक्ट करते हो. आप ये नहीं कि इफ यू डू नॉट अग्री विद दैट बिहेवियर यू आर ट्राइंग टू रिमूव दैट पर्सन. नो, you are accepting that person because we all have the right to express our own opinions and view. That is called tolerance. What is cosmopolitanism? It is the idea that all human beings are members of one single community. Okay, so basically it's a very aspirational idea that we are all together. It basically believes in a universal community. And what is multiculturalism? It means the existence of difference and uneven power relations among populations in terms of racial, ethnic, religious, geographical distinctions. That is multiculturalism. Basically a view that all the cultures, races, ethnicities, all of them, they have the power to speak up for themselves or speak up for the differences that exist between amongst themselves. Multiple cultures. Okay, तो ये तीन ना वैल्यू सिस्टम्स हैं इंडियन सिविलाइजेशन में जो सबसे पहले आपको जिनके बारे में बात करनी है. फर्स्ट यू विल मेंशन व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट वैल्यू सिस्टम दैट एग्जिस्ट इन द इंडियन सिविलाइजेशन. You can also talk about how these three value systems gives a very unique character to Indian culture. There are so many people belonging to different ethnicities and religions in our nation. 94% of the world's Hindus live in India. Then there are different substantial populations of Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, and other people from different religions. And they all have the fundamental right to freedom. यहाँ पर article 25 to 28 gives the fundamental right to freedom to all the people belonging to any religion or culture. So these fundamental rights give India the tag of a secular country. ये जो आर्टिकल्स हम फंडामेंटल राइट के पढ़ रहे हैं ये हमें इंडिया को एज अ सेक्युलर कंट्री का टाइटल देती हैं. Okay, this will be the introduction. You can start with a story or a quote, and then you can mention about the value systems that India has, how fundamental rights are there to protect the rights of the different communities and different people, and that is why India is a secular country. Okay, point clear? Then you will explain how India's diversity of religion is its strength. हमें सबसे पहले एक्सप्लेन करना है कैसे ये जो डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ रिलीजन है ना ये भारत की ताकत है. First, the reason can be that it enhances the cultural heritage of India. The diversity of religion, there are so many religions, so it enhances the cultural heritage of India. There are different traditions like Holi, Eid, Christmas, Diwali, and that gives India a unique way of life. There are different kinds of dance, music, art, literature. And second important point is how India becomes stronger because of different kinds of religion. It also increases the intellectual viewpoints. तो यहाँ पर जो इंडिया का intellectual aspect है वो भी enhance होता है. Okay, we have so many different laws to make society more and more adaptable towards different religion. So our intellect also increases. Okay, then we have the famous saying called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. आपने सुना होगा वासुदेव कुटुंबकम. Write it down. That means the world is our home. India represents a model for international society also. We have this value of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It can lead the world to peace and prosperity that can originate from India. And because there are so many different religions in our schools, in my school I had a Muslim friend also, a Christian friend also, a Sikh friend also. They were my best friends and we used to celebrate so many festivals together. It was such lovely journey in my school days कि we had so many different friends from different religions, and that is why I got to celebrate different kinds of functions and festivals also. So that increases the people to people contact. यहाँ पर हमारा people to people contact strong होता है, right? So that also helps us to expand our trade frontiers. जब हम बचपन से ही इस तरीके के इन्वायरमेंट में पल रहे हैं, बढ़ रहे हैं, जहां पर हम डिफरेंट फेस्टिवल्स और डिफरेंट रिलीजन्स को एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, तो आगे जाकर हम उसे इंटरनेशनल बनाते हैं. हमारे पीपल टू पीपल कॉन्टैक्ट अक्रॉस द ग्लोब स्ट्रॉन्ग होते हैं. सो दीज कैन बी द 4 रीजंस दैट यू कैन एक्सप्लेन विद एग्जांपल्स हाउ डाइवर्सिटी ऑफ रिलीजन कैन इंक्रीज इंडिया स्ट्रेंथ. नाउ हाउ इट कैन ऑल्सो बिकम अ चैलेंज. अब ये चैलेंज कैसे बन सकता है? So first point here can be that there are cases of communal disharmony. Yes, we cannot ignore this fact. हम इस fact को तो ignore ही नहीं कर सकते. You can give so many examples. Few people use hate speech to spread communal hatred, which results into riots and lynchings, etc. You can give the examples also. Second reason how it can pose, diversity of religion can pose as a weakness. It can be people use religion. People, write it down, use religion for illegitimate reasons also, for spreading radicalization. Radicalization भी spread करने के लिए लोग religion का use करते हैं to indulge in terrorist activities in the name of religion. There are so many examples in that case also. Third reason can be that there is conflict between constitutional morality and religious morality. Constitutional morality और religious morality के बीच में conflict आता है because there is state interference in religious practices of minorities. which disturbs their autonomy. It disturbs their belief in constitutional principles. And that is why there is a conflict between constitutional morality and religious morality. But in the conclusion, you have to be optimistic. You have to present a solution oriented picture. I have seen so many answer sheets in the past 4 days. Students are not solution oriented. They are ending their conclusion as if they are a class 12th or class 10 students. You are going to be a civil servant, so you have to frame your conclusion accordingly. आप class 10 या class 12वीं के बच्चे की तरह conclusion नहीं लिखेंगे. यहाँ पर आपको एक solution लेकर आना है. How you can increase India's strength with the help of diverse religion. What can you keep forward as a solution? So that you have to mention in your conclusion. Okay, so these are the 2 essays that you have to write today. And students who have enrolled in this batch, the time limit for submission of your essay would be 31st of August 2022 by 31st August 2022 by 6 PM. यानी कि कल 6 बजे तक शाम को इवनिंग 6 PM आपको ये आर्टिकल ये 2 essays सबमिट करने हैं. 24 hours का टाइम पीरियड है to write these 2 essays and to submit them. So after 6 PM, even it is 6:01 that you are submitting your answer, it would not be accepted. 6 PM तक का time है आपके पास. Okay. So this is the time limit for those students who have enrolled in the batch. If you haven't enrolled, then you can practice these essays at home yourself. Okay.